What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Bright Pinstripes, episode 17. Now, Yankees just came off a big weekend where they took care of the Dodgers and they also took care of Seattle. Now, obviously some concerning news as Nestor Cortez and Aaron Judge are both likely to head to the IL with injuries. Now, Cortez we know is going as he has shoulder soreness, and Judge is being x-rayed right now, and we're going to find out later today. Now, the concern is that he might have a fracture, and if he does, that's bad news, and we don't want that to happen, but it's going to come soon enough. And obviously, Yankees play the White Sox today. We'll go over their lineup, and we'll go over how their players have been performing, how the Yankees have been performing. But first, let's get into what happened since we last talked. Last time we talked, we were talking about the Reds, and then they were coming up in a series against the Orioles. They dropped 2 out of 3 of the Orioles, and then went along to take care of the Padres as they came to the Bronx. And then we went off to Seattle, took care of Seattle, scoring 20 runs in 2 games. That was wonderful, but losing a heartbreaking 1-0 game in extra innings. Then we went to LA, took care of business, broke a gate, and shut the door on the Dodgers, taking 2 out of 3. We'll take that. Now, out of these series, I say this is a positive. Obviously, you want to beat the Orioles and stuff like that, but I think, for how good they've been this year, I think you take that. I think you take that and say, hey, let's learn from this, and next time we play them, we'll go ahead, we'll make these changes. Now, if you want to make the playoffs, you're probably going to have to beat Baltimore, and it's going to be kind of rough, but you got to learn how to beat Baltimore. Plain and simple. The Yankees have to learn to do that. Now, this past Dodgers series has caused a lot of questions. I think questions more than answers. Obviously, Stanton hits a home run in the first game back. Donaldson hit 2. But also Judge's injury. Severino gets blown up in that first game. There's a lot of questions. Is Judge going to be back? Is Stanton at that peak performance? Is Donaldson going to be quality at least? I don't know. But what I do know is that this team is starting to find it. You can feel it. This team is starting to find their groove. And as soon as they could click, that's when the Yankees become the most deadly. And that's when I believe they go and try to take the division. Now, we did get some news on Carlos Rodon. He is apparently supposed to face real-life batters in New York tomorrow. So that's good news. That means he's on the way back. And as soon as he starts having some rehab starts, Carlos Rodon should be pitching by, let's say, early July. So, I think we'll take that. And hopefully Rodon can come here and be that second ace that we want him to be. Now, for my hot players, and I'm trying to keep this relatively short, for my hot players, Aaron Judge, obviously on the offensive side of the plate, even defensively, has been incredible. It's just Aaron Judge. It's just Aaron Judge, and he's been absolutely incredible. He is definitely the hot player from the plate. When it comes to the pitching mound, if you did not watch Michael King in this past Dodgers series, you missed out. Michael King, after the first hit he gave up, was dealing through over 30 pitches and was dealing. Michael King was incredible. Everything was working. It was disgusting to watch how good he really was. And Michael King gets the hot pitcher. Now, when it comes to the cold batter, has to go to Anthony Rizzo. He is not performing well. It feels like his at-bats are, swing early, and then he kind of gets into a pitcher's count, and he gives the pitcher what he wants. And I feel like he just gives up at that point. And I think, obviously that's not Anthony Rizzo. We know who Anthony Rizzo is as a player. He provides offensively and defensively. And we know eventually, he's going to heat up. But for right now, Anthony Rizzo right now feels like he's just stuck in a hole where he keeps getting in that 0-2 count and then kind of just gives up. And it's like, it is what it is. When it comes to the pitcher, I would have to give it to Severino. Right now, this bullpen has been phenomenal, and so is the rotation. You can't really pin it on anybody, and if I was going to, I'd give it to Severino. But even then, Severino, we know he just came back, so I won't say there's anyone cold being a pitcher. I would say, it's more than likely, just if you had to pin it on somebody, if you had to, put fault on somebody, you put it on Severino, unfortunately. Now, to look ahead, and obviously, tonight we have the White Sox. I think we take 2 out of 3 of this series. I think, maybe tonight we drop it with Clark Schmidt on the mound. I don't know. But I think we take 2 out of 3. I think we drop the first game of the Red Sox series and then take the last 2. And then there's going to be a break between that Red Sox and Mets series. I'm not going to be coming back. I'm going to come back after the Mets series and we'll recap after that. So when it comes to the Mets, I think we sweep. I'm going to say we sweep the Mets, and hopefully my prediction is right. And then I will come back that Thursday and recap the Red Sox and Mets series. But if you did want to hear my immediate reaction, quite possibly, or me talking baseball in general, check me out on High Velocity on the Sports Hit List Facebook page. We are live every Sunday, at 6 p.m. Just before Sunday Night Baseball. So make sure to check that out. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and I want to thank you guys for getting me to 1,000 views with the Lonzo Ball video and the Albert Pujols video. I thank you guys very, very much. I'm very appreciative, and yeah, I'm just having a blast making these videos and these podcasts. I love it, and I thank you guys very much for watching and listening. I appreciate you like you don't even know. Thank you very much, and as always, peace.